Hey guys, this is Zach with ECS Tuning, and today we are back on this Audi A3. In case you guys haven't been watching, we are having a sweepstakes on this car and we're gonna give it to one of you guys. It's a 2016 Audi A3, and as you can see, it's no longer stock. We've been making some modifications to it where we think it needs it, and we've been chronicling that on this video series. So today, we're gonna be installing this really nice Milltek system. It is a Catback 3-inch non-resonated exhaust system. We were gonna go with the turbo back, but then we realized we needed this thing to be legal in all of the states because we don't know where the winner's gonna live. So we're going with the Catback, and then we're gonna be installing our own ECS Tuning Street Shield to protect that pan from damage. So we'll get right into it. We're gonna show you a little bit more of the installation because we've gotten a few requests for that. So we're gonna start with the Milltek and then the Street Shield. All right, so this is probably gonna be about the easiest exhaust removal you've ever seen because this car is brand new. So all we gotta do is remove this little tunnel brace here, this exhaust clamp, and then 4 exhaust hangers will have to come off, and then it'll drop. So all you need is a 13, some exhaust hanger pliers, and a buddy to help you drop it down. So we'll get right to her. Hey. Corey, you want to give me a hand? Thank you. If you guys don't have a set of these are our Schwab exhaust hanger pliers. If you do any exhaust work, these make getting the rubber hangers off a breeze. Honestly, a life-changing tool. All right, so this is the first piece we're gonna install. We've got the adapter already in place, the exhaust clamp loosely on there, and we've slid the correct clamp onto the OEM pipe. We'll slide this onto the pipe and get this up into its respective exhaust hangers, and then worry about fitment later. Okay. All right, so the next thing that we need to do is install the muffler, but it's a little bit wider than the OE one, so we need to actually turn around both of our exhaust hangers, which is as simple as loosening up some 13s and spinning them around. Do a nice 180. All right, so we're ready to pop the muffler up there. We've got the exhaust clamp hanging there. I'm gonna stick it into the hangers first and then mate them up. I did spray a little bit of lube in these hangers, which really helps as far as sticking things through them goes. Okay, now we should have just enough to get these together. All right, we'll leave that loose for now. All right, now we're about to put the 90-degree pieces onto the sides of the muffler, and then we'll put the tips on. All right, now we're just gonna slip a clamp onto either side and snug it down so we can start fitting tips. Now I'm kind of snugging it up and trying to make sure that these are centered in the exhaust cutouts in the bumper. And obviously we can always go back and tweak, but why not get it right the first time? All right, now we're gonna put the tips on, slide clamp into place, and try to get it lined up with the exhaust cutout. That looks pretty good. We'll start snugging things down and then do final fitment in a minute. All right, now we're gonna bring the car down to about eye level and make sure that the tips are centered in the cutouts, and then we'll worry about the depth that they're sitting at. All right, so we've got the 90-degree bends lined up just the way we want them, so we're just gonna tighten them up now. Okay, now I've got the clamps on the tips loose, just loose enough to be able to move them. So we're gonna pull them out until we think they look good. Kind of like to be able to see the logo a little bit. Don't want it hanging off. All right, so we're ready to install our ECS Street Shield. The first thing we need to do is remove the flimsy stock plastic skid plate. And as you can see, I mean, I'm hardly even pushing on it and I'm running right into the oil pan. So if you run over something on the streets, that is smashing your oil pan. So we're gonna take this off, and to do so, we need to remove 3 T45 bolts from the back and 8 T25 screws from around the perimeter. So we'll start back here. Yeah. Okay, now we're going to drop the last T45, and then there's one more step. So I'll just take whatever I've got in my hand and use it to pop these 2 clips here and here. And that's the last thing you got to do to free your skid plate. Okay, so now we're ready to install our Street Shield. First thing you need to do is install the included speed nut at the front of the skid plate, and then you'll slide it up into the back of the radiator support. Okay. And then at the back, I'm going to use one of the Allen bolts. So you've got an Allen bolt and a washer. That'll go there, and then take one of the included spacers, and that goes between the skid plate and the subframe, just to space it away a little bit. All right, so now we're gonna go around the perimeter and replace the 8 screws that we took out at the beginning. The hardware kit that comes with the Street Shield includes replacement hardware and even replacement speed nuts, but we don't need to replace the speed nuts since this thing's new. So we'll get them started all the way around, and then we'll go around and tighten them up just to make sure everything's lining up the way we want. Okay, so now we're gonna install the remaining Allen bolts at the rear and then tighten everything up. So spacers again. All right, so we've got our Street Shield installed. We've got way more protection there. We've got our Milltek installed. So the underside of the car is looking a lot cooler and the rear is looking a lot meaner. So we'll put the car on the ground and get some clips of how it sounds. But other than that, that's gonna wrap it up for this week. So don't forget to go to ECStuning.com, where each 50 you spend gets you a new entry to win this car. And other than that, subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos on the A3 and just more DIYs and content in general. See you guys next time.